yeah, let them hit swag, girl. Let that booty swag, girl. We're gonna shake it like a pom-pom every day. Shake it like a pom-pom. Let your hips sway. Shake it like a pom-pom. Don't you know you're at the Spirit Channel? It's time for the show, and what we're gonna do? Shout out. Shake it like a pom-pom every day. Shake it like a pom-pom. Let your hips sway. Shake it like a pom-pom. But don't you know? Shake it like a pom-pom. Girl, let it go. Ooh, yeah. Hey, Tumies. Whew, that was fun. This is Psychic Bob. We a little cray-cray. You know, there's something about this London hat. Every time I put it on, I go a little cray-cray. Ooh, glorified. It's Friday, TGIF. I'm sipping my Earl Grey tea and getting ready to do live psychic readings. We're gonna shake it like a pom-pom. It's Friday. Shake it like a pom-pom. You're here to stay. Shake it like a pom-pom. Psychic messages. Shake it like a pom-pom. Be here. Be square. Got it. And something about this, maybe it just squeezes the blood out of my brain. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to our show tonight, guys. Oh, it's so good to be with you. Welcome to Friday, huh? How are you guys out there? Oh my gosh, there's Amy Radcliffe's here. There's Medina Belvin's here. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe is here. Barbara Brian Wilson's here. Hello. She says, still love the hat. I'm so glad you like it too. You know, my wife Cola hates it, but I don't care. I wear it anyways. There's Ciara's there. There's Amy Radcliffe. Yay. Oh my gosh, there's Robin Boston. Hello. There's Jenna Mosby. Hello. Happy Friday. There's Sandra D. There's Robert Stevens. There's Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, it's so good. There's Stardust C is here. All right. Erin Patricia's here. Hi to the flock. There's Raven is here. There's CR. Gosh, we got everybody here. There's Leona J. Hi, Leona. Good to see you. There's Michelle Marzano. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you too. Yeah, there's Brittany Soho. Hey, Brittany. You know, I heard earlier Brittany Soho. I got to tell you, remember I was talking about I went to Soho section of London. I don't know what's going on tonight. I heard Lamb Chop, and they're on the phone talking about, well, I'll definitely come down and visit you at Soho. And I said, who are you on the phone with? And he hung up. He wouldn't tell me anything. So I got to find out what's going on because I think he's been calling London. Lamb Chop. Hold on, Brittany. I'm going to get this sorted right now. Lamb, get in here. What? Come up here. There you go. What are you doing? You've been on the phone, weren't you? Yeah, you were. Who were you calling? You did call London. Lamb Chop, you need to tell me because it costs me extra money when you do those international calls. Okay, well, you were only on a few minutes. That's good. You're doing what? You are making plans to go back to London. And what is the reason of that trip? Cola wants you to come back? And you've what? You've been invited to the Hare Krishna temple in Soho. Brittany Soho. That's the connection. You're going to Soho. What are these beads? These are my beads. The Hare Krishnas told you to wear these beads. These are Krishna's beads. And now you're becoming a Hare Krishna. And you're going to Soho. Okay. Well, I really think you need to stay here. You can't just go off by yourself. Well, I know Cola gave you extra money for two things. For a plane ticket and to steal this hat and destroy it. Now, if you ask your Hare Krishna friends if it's appropriate to steal, they're going to tell you no, because the Hare Krishnas are very nice and moral people. They are very spiritual people. And they said you can eat at Govinda's when you get there. Well, that's good. Govinda said will bless you because their food is all holy. It's consecrated. It's delicious. Well, listen, yes, you can wear my Hare Krishna beads for now. Look at my beads he's wearing, guys. Have you seen these? They're actual from the Hare Krishna temple. That's what the Krishnas wear. And you're going to be a Hare Krishna. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. All right, well, listen, I got to talk to everybody. All right, so you go over there and said, no more calling London. Brittany Soho, thank you for being here tonight because, obviously we got the truth out of it. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Oh, you're doing the mantra. All right. Well, why don't you go over there and sit down? You can do your chanting, okay? Count on your beads and say some prayers. And reflect on that thought about stealing, okay? Because we don't do that. And the Hare Krishnas will be the first to tell you not to steal. They don't believe in violence. They're peaceful, wonderful people. Yeah, well, when I go to London, we'll go see them, okay? All right, very good. Now jump down there. All right, go sit over there. My goodness gracious. Yeah, sit here. Let me help get up on that chair. All right, here you go. Welcome to Friday. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so good to see you here. Your Baroness Cola Bobs is here. She is our moderator. Baroness, we got to have a talk. Baroness says, I bribed Lamb Chop, offered him a plane ticket and 50 quid to destroy that hat. It's Friday, and I'm wearing my pom-pom, and I'm shaking like a pom-pom. Oh, girl, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. Well, how about we all be feeling it together? Because we're going to do psychic readings tonight. How you like that, huh? All right. Oh, yeah, you know what? That spider, I saw tiny. It was a little baby spider. I saw it go across my camera. It's tiny. It's a tiniest, tiny. It's like you can hardly see it. But I saw it go on the screen. I was like, what? And then I noticed it was on the camera. Don't worry. Everything's good. It's just a tiny, tiny baby, Anyways, I'm so glad you guys are here. And welcome to our show tonight. Robin Boston says, Lamb Chop was my favorite puppet growing up. He after he left Sherry Lewis, after Sherry Lewis left us, God bless her, I loved her. He came to live with me. And I guess I'm stuck with him. I got a letter from Sherry Lewis, and she said, Dear Psychic Bob, she said, I know that Lamb Chop watches your show, and I don't know if I'm going to be long in the world. And someday when I go, I'm going to send him to you. And well, he just came, that's how it is. Anyways, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so glad you guys are here. So we're going to do some psychic readings tonight. But before we get into that, I just got a few quick important announcements, okay? First of all, I forgot. I've been so busy. Thank you, by the way, for all of your calling for private readings. I am a little backlogged, and I am getting to people as quickly as I can. So I will get to you to get you on the schedule. Thank you for your patience. I'm getting about 200 calls a week coming in, literally. So I'm a little overwhelmed. So I will get to you, promise, Indian promise, Boy Scouts honor, whatever they say. All right, we'll get you in. Also, second important is I've been so busy, I forgot. Might as well just be honest. Like, Bob, don't lie. And I'm lecturing Lamb Chop about stealing and lying. So I'm going to be honest, too. I totally forgot. I lost count of the days of the week. And I forgot to send out the invitations to the psychic development class. So if you've forgotten about registering, it's probably because I forgot to send out the notice. Anyways, you don't have to have a notice to register. If you want to join us, tomorrow we're having psychic development class on Saturday from 12 p.m. Eastern till 2 p.m. It's a 2-hour class on Zoom, private class I'm teaching. And I'm teaching on how to channel imagery from spirit, how to do drawings through channeling, how to receive images of faces, how to receive words, all sort of ways to receive imagery. Last week, we did a class on automatic writing. We had some really cool experiences. And we're going to take that to the next level. Now, if you weren't at last week's class, don't worry, because we're going to do a refresher as part of this class so you can get into the flow. But we're going to do automatic imagery is what I call it tomorrow. So if you're interested in joining us, please visit my website, PsychicBob.com, and register over there. It's only $30 for the class. It's 2 hours. Now, listen, you're not going to get any training at the level I teach for that price anywhere. I love James Van Prague, so I am not knocking on him. Let me just say that up front. But if you join James Van Prague's psychic class, there are literally 1,000 people in it, And you don't get to personally interact with them because there's so many. My class, I keep it small, and every single person gets to work with me to learn something, to ask questions, and I help guide them through the process. So I would love to have you in my psychic development class. Only $30. I keep it cheap because I got my training for cheap, and I don't feel like gouging money. I make just enough to cover the bills. Got to pay the light bill and the cable bill, keep the computer on. So, I charge very little. It's not about profit. It's just about covering the costs. So I would love to have you guys join us. Go over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you can get registered. You go to the top of the tab, be services. You click on that, read through the whole page because there's a lot of information there. And you can purchase the psychic development class over there, So do you like stuff? Says, I would love to come to this class, but I have stuff I must take care of this weekend. Oh, she's crying. Well, listen, so do you like stuff? Don't panic. We do a class every single Saturday. So if you can't make it, we'll have another one next week, okay? You guys are great. So, yeah, if you can come. Lynn, hey, Lynn, good to see you. Chuck says he wants to come. He will register when we get stopped. Oh, wonderful. I'd love to have him there. If you want to come too, that's great. So wonderful. Yay. All right. There's Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe says, love that moth you heckle. I call that a beautiful moth in her room one day. Thank you. So do you like stuff? So do you like stuff? Says, Bob's classes are great. You learn so much. Thank you. Well, remember, they're every Saturday. So anyways, I'll send out the notice to you guys who are on the mailing list tonight. If you want to be on my list, now I don't flood people with emails. I send one email a week. You'll get a psychic class notice. That's all I ever send out. I don't spam your mailbox and send you every single thing. I just don't do it. But if you want to get on my list, you can let Baroness Colbobs and get her your email and or write to me at my website, PsychicBob.com. There's an email form over there. The bottom of every page on my website, you can write an email and just hit click and it'll send it to me. So I'd love to get you on my list and then let you know about classes. So if you're saying, gee, I never got a notice about class. One, I didn't send it out this week. But two, if you never have ever got a notice, it means you're not on my list. So get on my list. I promise you I won't spam you. Because I don't like to get on lists, and I get like 100 emails a week. I had this one store I registered with once, and they sent me 4 emails a day about their sales 7 days a week. I was like, it's just too much, So I unsubscribed from them. But I send 1 email a week, and it's just the class notice. Okay, so if you can handle that, I'd love to have you. All right. And if you don't want to be on the list, that's fine too. You can still just go register without being on the list. And if you get on the list, you won't start getting spammed, okay, unless you ask to be on the list. All right, there we go. Well, let's talk about psyche stuff, shall we? Now, we're going to do some reading stuff. I got to take off my hat. I'm getting hot. And we're gonna do some readings, but I want us to open up our channel first, okay? So I want everybody to get comfortable. And let's just start by closing our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want you to follow your breathing, just gently in and out. And as we follow the breathing, let's let go all the tensions of the day and just enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow our breathing, I want you to draw your attention now down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light. Just a little pinpoint of light. And as you watch that light, we're going to see it grow a little brighter and a little larger and let it form into a small glowing cloud of light. You got that? Now, if you have trouble visualizing, just imagine warm air circulating in the chest. Just feel it if you don't see it. Very good. You got that? All right. Now, we're going to take those clouds. Keep your eyes closed, and we're going to count from 3 down to 1. And during this time, I want you to focus on visualizing those clouds. And when we get to 1, we're going to take that cloud of light in the middle of your chest and expand it all the way to the top of your head and all the way to the bottom of your feet instantly so that your entire body becomes filled in this light. We call this the blink on meditation. This is as quick as flipping a switch. All right. Don't worry if you have struggles with this. It takes a little while to get used to, but a lot of you have been practicing this. All right. Keep your eyes closed. Let's watch those clouds. We're going to try it. All right. If you're new here, just relax. You'll get the hang of it in time. All right. So watch your clouds. Let's count down. 3, 2. Keep your focus. 1. Blink. Ah. Whoo. And be glorified. Ham bone stew. I tell you, when I have a good cup of Earl Grey, I can conquer the world. By the way, speaking of conquering the world, I got to show you my jewelry today. By the way, thank you for your donations. $4.99 above will get Psychic Bob's attention today. Thank you for it in advance. Here's my little golden dragon. I have a collection of golden dragon pendants that I forgot, and I just found them. Aren't they cool? My lucky golden dragon protector. Anyways, I love it. All right. Oh my gosh, look at all the people. Donations coming. Thank you so much, guys. You're so kind to me. There's Aaron Patricia, first donor tonight. Happy Friday, $5. Hello, Aaron. Let me walk into your light here. Give me just a moment. You know, Aaron, right now as I'm walking into your light, I've got your mom's voice coming in. I can hear her back here, and she's laughing hysterically. And she said, Bob, I tricked you last week when I came through your crystal. And she did your mom come through. And she just said, tell Aaron I'm still committed to helping her move forward. And she said, don't worry, I'm taking care of Dad and your sister. She said, you focus on you now. She's asking me to tell you that it looks like there's going to be some doorways of opportunity coming soon as well for you to move forward in your job. I think it's still, from what she's showing, looks like it's an outside position. I'm not sure it's going to be where you are, but she's going to be helping you. And, oops, hold on just a second. My drink's falling over here. She's going to be with you. So stay close to your mom. She's just giving you a confirmation. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, there's Amy Radcliffe, $4.99. Hello, Amy. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Thanks and blessings. Let me walk into the light here around you. You know, Amy, I've got Doris Stokes coming in here. Doris said, she said, you know, I had to bring him over. She said, I've got Thomas back here. Your buddy Thomas has come in for you. And he says, tell Amy, he said, Doris and I are keeping an eye on her. And Thomas said, he's coming in to lower the anxiety. He said, you've been feeling a little on edge, and he said, it's affecting you. And he said, Doris and I are coming to lower the blood pressure. So just take a deep breath, relax. Thomas has come to help you. He says that the month of March is a power month. He said, tell her that March, the sky is the limit. So it looks like a lot of work opportunities coming in March. Stay close to Thomas. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, there's Jesper Clausen, $5 35 Danish Corona. Thank you, Jesper. I think that's like $5, $10. I don't know how it translates, but thank you. Hi, Bob. Can I have a message, please? Hold on, Jesper. Let me just step into the light here. Wow. You know, I got Simjasa coming through for you. And it's interesting because she's holding up crystals in each hand. One is a blue crystal. She said it's blue Lemurian. I've never seen a blue Lemurian, but she's got a blue Lemurian crystal. Another is like a clear Lemurian crystal. And she said the crystals are raising your vibration. I don't know if you've been doing some work, but she says, tell him to have these crystals around him. So see if you can get some Lemurians, because Simjasa wants to use those. She said that she said, you're building a grid of power as you're channeling. So you're kind of building connections with other channels and with people connected to the Lemurians and the Pleiadians. And these crystals will help strengthen that. So that comes from Simjasa. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness gracious. There's Baroness Kolobubs. By the way, did you guys like the picture at the beginning of the show? Did you see the big eye? Kola did that. Wasn't that beautiful? Kola, love you. Thank you for your wonderful art. Everybody give thumbs up for Kola's artwork. Even if you don't like Psychic Bob, you got to love her artwork. Thank you, Baroness. £4.99. Thank you, Baroness. My new rare crystal connected me to a Lyran being, a wizard blinding me with light. And last night they sent me the violet flame. Who was the wizard, baby? Yes. Fletcher said to tell you he's back here, and he said that was Merlin, but he said he was sent also. There's a connection coming with the Count of Saint Germain, the ascended one. So that's where the violet flame comes from, Saint Germain. But Merlin was kind of an emissary to bring that. And then you're going to start receiving visitations from Saint Germain. So be watching out. He's a wonderful ascended master. Blessings, Cole. I hope that helps. Congrats on your connections. Yay. The spirit people are amazing, aren't they? Oh my gosh, there's Brittany Soho, $5 donation. Thank you, Brittany. Well, Brittany, thank goodness you're here, because Lamb Chop fessed up about calling Soho in London. I'm glad you're here. Let me step into your light. You know, Brittany, this is going to sound weird. I'm seeing trains, planes, and automobiles all swirling around you. This indicates some travels coming for you. I feel like you're at a crossroads where it's almost like you're questing out into the world. And I feel the next, like, about 3 months for you, it's about testing the waters. And what I mean by that is daring to see if you're ready to change jobs, to go to a new location, to do some transition. And whether you go by train or by plane or by automobile, doesn't matter. But this sign from Spirit is their way of saying they're giving you power to move forward. And it's pretty significant. So like if you do a move, you might move from like New York to California. I feel this is a pretty big move, but Spirit says you're ready for it. Doris is back here and she says, tell Brittany. She said she's not walking alone. All of heaven is walking with her. And she said, I'll help her as well. So Doris is helping you. And what's strange is I'm getting another person coming in here on your father's side of the family. I want to call this either grandfather or great-grandfather. It's a grandfather spirit on your father's side who's also going to be with you during the next few months of transition. So he's kind of a protector and a guardian. All right. So be ready for changes. I'd say anywhere from March through May is where I'm getting this. Blessings to you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, here's my buddy Michelle Marzano, $5 donation. Thank you, Michelle. Hi, Bob. Please a message. Thank you. Lots of love, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Blessings. May the blessings of the golden dragon be upon you. Love my golden dragon. All right. Michelle, let me just step into your light here. Hold on. Oh, isn't that interesting? Before I could even get all the way into your aura, I got Mae West coming in here. And she says, tell Michelle, she said, we're all working as a team back here. She said, we're getting her over the hump. She said, the last 2 months for you have just been like uphill climbs. She said, you're almost over. She's asking me to talk to you about this week and next week, the next 2 weeks. There's going to be a sense of healing that comes in here, emotional healing. And I get a sense of physical healing. This physical healing extends into your house and into your pets as well. So the spirit world knows everything you're going through. They're sending power for healing right now. I just heard Marilyn come in here for you as well. And this is funny. Marilyn is handing me, it looks like an old album. I don't know if you're old enough to remember albums, like vinyl. Well, anyway, she's handing me an album. There's a picture of her on the front. I don't know if she did albums or there's recorded albums of her, but she's literally handing me this album. And I get the sense like you may have an album of her or there's one coming here to you very soon. And it's like you're going to hear her voice. And I think that she's giving this to you just as a confirmation that she's with you. So I know that sounds weird. I don't know if she did albums, but I want you to be ready for that, okay? It's very interesting. But she said, light and love and healing is coming to you. All right. Thank you so much, Michelle. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, here's my buddy Sandra D. Hello, Sandra D. $4.99. Thank you, Sandra. Hi, Bob. Last night in my house. Oh, last night. It's the last night in my house. I'm excited, but so sad to clean out a chapter closed. Thank you. Well, Sandra, as I predicted it, it's all come to pass. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that out of Thanksgiving and to give you some assurance here. Because back when all this happened, you didn't say it was possible. And I said, by the end of February, beginning of March, I said, you're ready to go. Do you remember a few months ago, I told you that? And you said, I don't know about that. I don't think it's happened. I said, the Spirit's ordained it. So you're now ready for the next chapter. Listen, as you're cleaning, I want you to say, as you're throwing out bags of trash and junk, I want you to say, I release you. Thank you for serving me. Whether you're throwing out clothes or even just Tupperware. Everything that you've had has been kind of part of your journey. And even though you have to discard it, you want to do that with reverence and say, thank you for being part of my journey. And as you do that, you release that. You create room in your life for new people, new opportunities. A move is a great time to do spiritual development, to figure out what we want into our life. So as you're discarding, also be open to receiving. And you be receiving. I see good things for you. I feel you're at the right place, right time. I don't have any warnings for you. So that's my advice. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. And congratulations. All right. Yay. Oh, hold on. Sandra, I just heard Leslie Flint come in. Yes. Leslie Flint just jumped in here and he said, tell Sandra, he said, I'll help her with the cleanup and I'll stand guard. She still got me as a bodyguard. Leslie sends his greetings from spirit. Thank you. Oh my gosh, here's my buddy Glittery Rainbow. $5 donation. Glittery, thank you so much. Glittery Rainbow's been staying up late to come to classes and meetings and shows. Thank you for your support and your energy and time. I know last night was a late night at our meeting. Thank you for being here. Listen, Glitter, I got to tell you right now, I'm standing in your light here. And I'm hearing, I've got a few different voices going here. One is Doris. Doris said she's very proud of you. She said Melanie is maintaining her balance. And she said Melanie is maintaining her balance. So she's very pleased with that. I also have Heinrich coming in here. And he says to tell you, he says, I'm getting things lined up. I really think that this week, this upcoming week, really you're going to see significant improvement on every front. So you've been going through a lot. Your body's had to rebalance, but Heinrich is getting lined up meetings for more work and for housing. So watch this week. Doors are opening. Blessings to you. And I mean that literally, like doors to new offices as well as doors to homes are literally opening. Blessings to you. All right, there's the North Star. €5. Thank you, North Star. I like that little animation. So cute. Listen, North Star, I got to tell you, thank you for your donation. It's very kind. I got to tell you, around you right now, I'm picking up, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm getting like 4 archangels talking at the same time. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. And they're all talking at the same time, and they're talking in unison. So like they're all speaking the same words, like they're reading a script in unison. It's really strange. But I hear them saying blessings, power, and holy guidance. Blessings, power, and holy guidance. So you are under the watchful gaze of higher power is what they're saying. So any decisions you're making now, I want you to say, bring it to them first. Say, archangels, bring this before the throne of power. Give me guidance, give me wisdom. And you're going to have these like moments of clarity that just come straight through. Stay close to the 4 archangels, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel. That's who's guiding you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, there's my buddy Lynn. 999. Thank you, Lynn. I love your dogs. They are so awesome. Hello, Bob and Cola. Hello, Lynn. Any messages from Spirit for us today? Thank you and blessings. Let me just step into your light here, hon. Hold on just a moment. Excuse me. Hiccuping. That tea makes me hiccup and burp. I'll try not to be rude. Lynn, right now while I'm in your light, I got to tell you, I'm getting the voice of Helen back here, Helen Duncan. And she's asking me to tell you, she said right now, she said, tell her that, she said, I'm helping her with secular issues as well as spiritual issues. And she said, tell Lynn she can call on me for the day-to-day little struggles. She's talking about like work issues. And she said, I know she thinks of me more in terms of her spiritual, but she said, I can help her during the day as well. So when you go to work, I want you to remember that Helen Duncan wants to be there with you. And you ask her to guide you. You tell her, say, Helen, keep my mind alert. If the boss needs something, let me know it ahead of time so won't be caught off guard. And I'm telling you, spirit people will help you with the simple things in life as well. And she says, the more you spend time with me, she said, the easier it is for I to get into your energy to work with you. So you're actually helping her as she's helping you. So remember that. Colin, Helen, Duncan. Thank you so very much. All right. What's that? Oh, thank you. Doris is back here, and she said, I'll help as well. And she said, hold on, Jack is back here. Jack Weber's here for Chuck. I can hear you. Jack Weber said, he said, tell Lynn and Chuck not to worry. Said, I'm not letting Ruben get out of control again. So Jack is back here. Just wants to send his greetings over. He's asking me to say the same for Chuck. He said, I can help him even when he's not sitting for spiritual phenomena. He said, I can help him during his day. So tell Chuck that Jack will help him like Helen's helping you in your day-to-day job as well. All right. So it's not like you say, okay, tonight we'll sit and commune with spirit. It's like even when you're during your workday, they want to help you. Okay. And then in the evening, of course, you can call them for your spiritual stuff, but they want to be part of your day. And that's their message. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's Lady Bree, $5 donation. Hello, Lady Bree. Hi, Psychic Bob. Why is my grandma's house so spooky? I thought I heard footsteps in the attic and her phone started speaking by itself in the night. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Bree. It's just in your bloodline. Yeah, you have psychism all through your bloodline. On both sides, your father's side and your mother's side. And that's why that happens. I think it's been that way all your life, really. Maybe you didn't notice it when you were younger, but this is nothing actually new. It's just a sign of the channel being opened. And your grandmother's house is just a place that's built up spiritual power over the year. Whenever a spiritual person lives somewhere, it's like their own energy leaves an imprint. And if they're psychic, it opens up kind of psychic energy. I have weird stuff happen around my house all the time. I'm just used to it. But people that come to visit me sometimes notice, they're like, Bob, I just heard rapping in your kitchen. I'm like, oh, that's normal. It happens. You know, your tea kettle turns on by itself. I said, no, isn't it great? Even the spirits like to drink tea. So this is kind of normal. So don't worry about it. And because you yourself are growing psychically, the energy's kind of triggered. So that's all it is. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. And if you're asking me, well, can I make it go away? No, it's not going to go away. All right. All right. Blessings to you. I hope that helps a little bit. There's Robin Boston, $5 donation. Thank you, Robin. Good to see you. Blessings, Bob and Cola. Thank you, Robin. Oh, nothing like tea. Soothes the body, mind, and spirit. Anybody out there love to drink Earl Grey tea? Cola drinks it, I know. I drink it. She got me into Earl Grey like big time. I just love it. Robin, let me just step into your light here. Hold on just a second. Thank you, sir. Leslie Flint just walked in here for you. Leslie asked me to bring over to you, Robin. He said, and he said, you didn't think Leslie could be in the court that day working. He just wants to come in to acknowledge it. He was there influencing the judge. And I know that ruling on that stalker was a little surprising, but that's the influence of the spirit world. So Leslie's asked me to come in and to bring that over to you. He sends a greeting over to Jill and to Sydney as well to let you, all of you know, as you well, Robin, as well, that he is still being a bodyguard. He said, I think that we've got that stalker settled down, but he says, just in case, I'm still on guard. So once you know you're safe under Leslie Flint's watchful eye, okay? Yes, Leslie. Wonderful. Yes, Ricky is coming in just for a moment. Hi. Rick is asking me to, he said, Mom, forgive me. I've got to go on my shift tonight. I'm doing some important work. But he said, I wanted to stop in and just let you know that congrats on what happened at court for you and Sydney. And he says, tell Sydney, he said, that I'm also still staying on guard for her and Jill as well and you. He wants you to know he's doing great over there. And he says, tonight, he said, I'm working most of the night, but he said, tomorrow, he said, I'm going to jam with Hendrix. He literally knows Jimi Hendrix now in the spirit world. He shakes, he said, Mom, it's really true. I know him. I get to talk to him. So Jimi Hendrix and your son are hanging out. That's really cool. So he sends his love. He said he has to go, but he sends blessings to you. Thank you, Robin. Blessings to you. Isn't that wonderful? We're so blessed when the spirit people come through. I feel really thankful, like as a medium, I never know if they're going to come through. And when the door opens and they start talking, it just makes me really thankful. All right. Oh my gosh, there's Gary M. $10. Thank you, Gary. Hey, Psychic Bob, I'm on the road to Nevada. Woo, go west, young man. Go west. Any good messages from my spirit guides? Thanks and blessings to you. All right, hold on, Gary. Let me see who's back here. Oh, interesting. Edgar Casey just walked in here, and he said, tell Gary to take pictures along the way. He said, you'll want to remember this. And he says, I used to be a photographer in my younger year. And he said, the photos I took, he said, helped me remember so many wonderful things I would have forgotten. So that's from Edgar Casey. He wants you to take some photos. Hold on, Chief White Eagles. All right, Chief White Eagle's coming in as well. Just a moment. Very good. Chief White Eagle, Gary's asked me to tell you, he said he's very happy that you're going to the West. He said he's opening up doors of opportunity there for you. And he said, I am right there traveling. He said not to drive too fast. He said, we know you're excited. He said, with our influence, you may become hyper and speed. So he wants you to pay attention to your speed, because he said those long open highways, you can forget and do 100 miles before you know it. So be careful with your speed. He's going to be with you as a guardian on trip to keep you safe, okay? Chief White Eagle says, don't worry. He said, you're making the right move, even if it's a little scary now. He said, you'll see how our guidance guides you. So it's funny, because I get the sense, Gary, as soon as you get there, it's like you just start meeting people and things just start like flowing. That's with the influence of the spirit. So keep going. Go west, young man. You're going to be helped. Stay close to Edgar. Stay close to Chief White Eagle. Blessings to you. Thank you, Gary. Congratulations and have a fun time. Yay. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy Sandra D. Hello, Sandra D. $4.99. Thank you, Sandra. Got all my paperwork for my car and the flight booked. Hopefully everything will be smooth tomorrow. Sandra, I was just thinking about you. I meant to ask you earlier, you said you're getting a car. And I was going to say, you're lucky you're going to Germany, because if you had to go to England and rent a car, you'd have to figure out how to drive on the left side of the road. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't dare. I tried it once, terrified me. It's a whole different experience. So, I'm glad you're not going to be on the left side of the road. Anyways, listen, I see things going well for you now. I don't see any complexities or delays. The only thing I want you to do is I want you to check. I keep seeing you carrying a carry-on bag. And I feel like it's a little, I'm not trying to sound mean here, but you haven't organized it right. Okay. I'm just going to be blunt. I want you to go through and streamline. I feel like you're carrying too much junk. And my fear is that important papers like a boarding pass or a ticket or passport, something I see falling out of your bag because you got all this stuff in your bag. I want you to bare minimum your carry-on. I know you have to have some stuff, but really I feel like, no offense, you have too much. Streamline the carry-on, and there you're not going to lose anything. Because if you don't, I think something's falling vital, and then you're going to be having some serious issues. You can prevent that. This is not a prophecy. This is a warning, so you can change it. All right. Messages, when we give them, many times that are warnings, mean that the event can be prevented. So that's why they give it to us. So please, would you revisit the structure and how much stuff you got in your carry-on? That's going to help you immensely, is what they're telling me. Thank you. Blessings. You're going to have a great time. And I'm very, very excited for you. Go with God's blessing. I'm telling you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy TGVG. Hello, TGVG. 11 euros. Thank you. 99 cents. Thank you. All right, TG. Let's see what's going on here. TGVG says, I keep having problems with the projector for the film shoot. I put a daylight filter on the tungsten backlights to create color contrast. Is that what Cecil keeps telling me? Let's find out. Cecil, you back there? Can you help with this? I'm not a movie person. Okay. This is really strange. He said, yes, this is what he's talking about, but this is the weird thing. He's saying break away from just daylight filter. He wants you to think in terms of other colors. Now it's going to change kind of the look of what you're planning, but it's going to give you a whole new look. So see if you can switch out the daylight filter. That's what he's talking about, okay? And he said it's going to give a whole different look. And he said that's going to make the difference. So they're trying to give you a shot that you haven't planned. But it's going to be like, wow, I tried this, and wow, what a different effect. I didn't even know that I could do this. So play around with the filters. Take the daylight filter off. That's not the one you need. I hope that helps a little bit. But he said you're on the right path there, and you're getting it. It'll be fine by tomorrow. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, yay. There is Emily. All right, hello, Emily. Hold on, Emily, I just lost your message. Hold on, I'm having some chat issues here. Something's not working right. All right, there's Emily. Any messages for me, Bob? Thank you, Emily, for your kind donation. Emily, let me just step into the energy here around you. You know, Emily, right now I'm hearing, I know her very well. Eileen Garrett is talking to me. And Eileen Garrett said that she wants to help you with your third eye. And Emily, are you doing something with schooling or classes? Because she's stacking up books here. And she said, keep on reading. So I don't know if you're doing a class or trying to learn something, but she's giving me a stack of books. And she says, keep reading. It's funny when I'm looking at the edge of the books here. One of the books is on psychic development. So that's going to be on your agenda. And another one looks like it's some sort of like business planning or marketing. So I don't know if you're doing something for like develop business or learning about marketing, but there's some new subjects here that I feel are kind of new to you. And she said, just be open to the learning process. So stay close to Eileen Garrett. She's also asking me to tell you here, she says, don't worry about love. Looks like you've been feeling a little worried about relationship or love. And she said, that'll get sorted out in March. So I feel like March is a turning point around romance and relationships. So let her help you, okay? Eileen Garrett's with you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, there's TGVG, 11 euros 99. Thank you, TGVG. You're so kind. Do I need to keep pursuing the violinist from London or just wait until she comes back to me? She said she doesn't have a clear vision about her schedule in March and April. You know, TGVG, I think you're going to have to just let it wait just a little longer. I felt timing is off for her and for you on this one. When we get closer to, I'm going to put this around the 12th. I know it sounds weird, but they're literally giving me the date, 12th of March. If she hasn't reached you, then contact her, but wait till the 12th of March. That's what they're saying. And then things align properly. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. There's Sandra D, $4.99. Hello, Sandra D. Thank you. Monday, I meet Jay. He said he's excited but worried. I don't like him. Now I'm worried if he likes me. But I'm worried I don't like him. Now I'm worried he likes me. How will it go? I'm excited, though. Listen, Sandra, you're overthinking it, darling. I don't mean that to sound mean, but you know the spirit people have already told me that this is a good alignment. Both of you are suffering from nerves. He's been a little overwhelmed with all the changes in his life. And he's trying to figure out how you fit into his world going forward. You don't have to figure it all out right now. All you have to do is go for coffee or tea. I recommend tea, but a lot of people I know in Germany like coffee. But either way, what I'm saying is find a Starbucks, pull up a chair, and keep it casual. This doesn't have to be we're meeting to plan our whole life together. I really want to encourage you to slow everything down. Doris is back here shaking her head. She said, that's right. I've told her to take it slow. You don't have to rush. You both have come out of trauma. He's been traumatic with his business stuff that he's been dealing with and with that soon to be ex. You've been dealing with trauma. Neither of you have to overwhelm each other. Take it slow. Be gentle with yourselves. That's what you need to do. Don't try to figure it all out and plan your next 10 years. All you have to do, now listen, I'm telling you, all you have to do is meet for tea. You meet for tea and the rest falls in place. Let me tell you, when Cola and I, we met recently, we were both nervous. And what did we do? I said, let's go to tea at Harrods. And after we went to tea at Harrods, everything just worked. I'm telling you, it's a magic drink. Go to tea. You don't have to go to Harrods or anything like that. Go to Starbucks. But just keep it light. That's all you got to do. And the rest will come. I promise you. And Doris says so too. All right. Thank you. Hang in there. I'm excited for you. Blessings. Oh my goodness gracious. Oops, hold on a second, guys. I got some chat problems going on here. Something's wrong with my chat. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on, guys. I got something going on. Give me a minute. All right, there we go. Baroness Colabots, £1.99. A message for Raven. She donated and got missed. Raven, I apologize for missing you. Sometimes the chat has problems and I get overwhelmed. And I think you donated last time and it was the end of the show and I didn't see it. Thank you so much for your understanding and your support. Listen, Raven, I have to tell you, right now as I'm walking into your light, I'm getting interesting because I'm getting soft pink light around you and gold light. Soft pink light means emotional healing, and it means you're at a transition place in your life where you're ready to now start to receive love. You've been doing a lot of emotional release the last few months. And this is about taking stock of what you want in your life, whether a new boyfriend, whether just even friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it's about healing on the emotional level. And then you've got gold light, which means you're going to succeed. So new relationships, renewal of relationships, healing in relationships, all of that is present now. And the gold means as you step into that light of that healing process, it's like you shine. So you're coming into a time of renewal. You're really coming into a time of self-healing and healing of others. I think it's really beautiful. I think you got a great aura, and I want to encourage you to be open to all of that, okay? So watch this. I feel like this literally starts like now. It's not like down the road. This is like literally now going forward. And I feel that as you go through the month of March, this is a recurring theme. And flow with it because it's going to feel good. All right. This is how you know you're doing it right, is that you're in a place of harmony with it all. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for your support and your patience. Thank you, Raven. Not trying to ignore anybody. There's Medina Velvin, $5 donation. Thank you, Medina. Hi, Bob. Good to have you back. Thank you so much. Any messages for me? Thank you. Hold on, Medina. Let me step into the light here. Medina, right now where I'm walking into your light, I'm getting Archangel Michael coming in here. And I hear him saying that he stands guard over you. It looks like you've been crossed into a little bit of challenging time here. And he says that he's getting some financial stuff sorted out for you. And he says, I'm helping to restore harmony in the home. So maybe you've been feeling a little challenged, maybe in your family relationships or your marriage, and things have been a little crazy. Call on Michael because he's coming in to open doors of peace in the home and stability and financial blessing as well. And I keep seeing March is like the turnaround month here, particularly in the money area. So I think things get back on track financially for you, and he's there to help you. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. All right. Oh my gosh, there is Joyous Jess. Hello, Joyous Jess. Good to see you again. $6.99 Canadian. Thank you. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Thanks. Joyous Jess, right now I'm in your light and I'm getting somebody coming in. This is a relative coming in from your dad's side of the family. And I think it's the grandfather on the father's side that's coming in here. But I hear this man talking, and he's talking about traveling with you. He says, I'm traveling with her. And so there's some opportunities opening up here for you to kind of expand your horizons, expand your visions. I'm being shown in the months of April and May, so I feel like that's travel time for you. I see connection with the United States as well coming for you. So you may cross the border into the United States as well. And this is going to sound strange. I don't think it's right. This next trip, there's like 2 trips. One's to the U.S. The next one is to Mexico, particularly down towards Mexico City. And I think that will be not till either the end of this year, like December, or early next year, January. But you're going to have a chance to go to Mexico, and you'll be standing at the pyramids, the Aztec and Incan pyramids in Mexico, and it'll be wonderful. So be ready. Travel's coming, and your grandfather's helping you with that. And he sends his blessings from spirit. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. There's TGVG. €1.19. Thank you, TGVG. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm losing my voice here. Listen, TGVG, I got to tell you, I've got Leslie Flint coming in here for you. Oh, wow. I'm really shy. I didn't see this. Leslie stepped in, but then he stepped aside. Valentino is here. You remember Rudolph Valentino, the American actor from the 1920s? Wow. Leslie Flint said, he said, tell TGVG I brought him a special help, Rudolph Valentino. Rudolph Valentino's here. I'm just shocked. I don't know what to say. I'm not used to this. And he says to tell you, he said, let you know, he said, I'm going to help you with visibility in your work. Well, you know, if you've got somebody that famous helping you, it's going to move you places. So Valentino is coming as a guide to you. He's going to be a regular now in your life. And Leslie's brought the connection through. Leslie said, he guided me through my life, and I want him to help you. And Leslie said, Valentino brought me some of my greatest joys and my joy of my spirit work. And he said, he's a faithful friend. All right, Valentino's here for you. Call on him. Blessings. All right, there's Kim Velasco, 99 Philippine pesos. Thank you, Kim. Any messages for me? Thank you so much. Listen, Kim, I got to tell you, right now I'm in your light, and I'm getting it's sort of like silver sparkles coming down. This is really good. This means you're about to have financial breakthrough here. I literally see the next 2 weeks as some major opportunities in work for promotion and closure of business deals. Like there's money flowing. So the next 2 weeks, I want you to make sure to be very present. Anything you're invited to business-wise, any job opportunities, be there, say yes. Money's coming. And when silver light comes in, it means money that is connected to joy in the journey. You don't get silver and then end up in a job you hate. But this is about blessings of finance flowing for you. Next 2 weeks, Spirit is with you. Say yes to any new opportunities. Blessings to you. Thank you. There's Joyce Jess again. Hello, Joyce Jess. Canadian 699. Thank you so much. Hi, Bob. Any messages on how I can help my dad? Thanks. Hold on just a second. Let's see if your grandfather's still back here. Do you have any advice, sir? Are you here? Hold on. Leslie, can you bring back her grandfather? I can't hear him clearly. All right. Okay. What they're telling me, your grandfather's speaking to me and Leslie. I got them both going. And what they're saying is that your dad needs some healing. He's in a place right now, some struggle and depression. And his physical health's declining. It sounds strange, but what they're saying is that he needs to rediscover his inner joy. It's like your father is going into depression, and this is actually slowing down his body's ability to heal, to fight off infection, all of that. So you want to bring joy back to him. He's going to start having some dreams about his father, and these dreams are made to help him get some advice. So your grandfather in spirit, if it's great-grandfather, forgive me. Sometimes I get them crisscrossed, but I'm just going to say grandfather because that's how he presents to me. is going to start talking to him in dreams, and that's going to give him some life advice. And he just said some humor on the way. Your dad needs humor. You might want to go out and get funny videos for him to watch. Tell jokes, get him a book of comedy book and jokes. They're saying he needs to come out of depression. Laughter will heal him. I hope that helps. Blessings to you all. Thank you so much. All right, there's Baroness Colbas, £1.99. Thank you, Baroness, for your help tonight. Everybody give thumbs up for Baroness. She puts in a lot of work. What did that Lyran being want me for, Bobs? Love you. Love you too, sugar hearts. I'm almost tempted not to answer your question, Cola, as seeing as you're bribing off Lamb Chop to do stuff to my hat. Seriously, let me see. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Leslie Flint just stepped in here for you. Oh, that's interesting. Leslie Flint said that the Lyrans have a soul connection to many of the light workers now. That's interesting. He just said to me, he said, you have a connection to them through Sekhmet, meaning me. But he says, and you have the connection through your Arcturian lineage. And he said, don't be bothered. They're here only for good. They're gentle people. And for people who have a gentle mind, they come to them to raise their frequency. It sounds like the Lyran has come to you because your vibration was being lowered by many people. And the Lyrans are particularly concerned right now about the light workers, that their frequencies stay high. So they're coming as kind of protectors and healers, and they're going to help you. So that's really cool. And Leslie just said to me, he said, you explore Sekhmet. She's a protector for you. I got to do more research on Sekhmet. So they're all connected, he says. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you, Cola. All right. There's Jana and family, 7,500 W's. I don't know what the W's, I'm absolutely fascinated by that. Anybody can tell me what that is? Thank you, Jana. I'm leaving my toxic job next week. I'm feeling nervous because the psychic told me to keep it for a year, but my boundaries have been crossed so much. Listen, Jana, I'm going to tell you, I know that psychic meant well, and I'm sure they're trying their best, but I'm just going to disagree. I don't like to criticize other psychics. And I always say, I wasn't there, so the psychic may see something I'm just missing. But I'm telling you from my reading, life is too short to stay in a miserable job. In my own life, I look back to jobs that I had that I was unhappy with. And why did I stay? I stayed because society said I needed to be stable, because my family would have been upset. Don't worry about what anybody else says. You do what you want. I actually feel like because I agree with you. I feel your boundaries have been crossed. And I'm just going to be brutally honest. I don't see improvement there. I don't think, even if you went to HR or had a conversation, they'd do lip service, meaning they would say, oh yes, we understand. We'll make it better. But I don't see follow through. I feel it's time for you to go. I think that psychic was afraid because they're worried. They probably have been reading about the economy. And there are a lot of people predicting bad things for the economy. Listen, don't be afraid by what they're predicting for that, because your own journey is what's important. I know so many people say, well, I was going to change a job, but the economy isn't good. And that's what they're saying. Ignore that. If it's your time to do something, it will always be blessed. I do feel you're being led by the spirit people and your higher self. I pick up around you Archangel Raphael. Now, when I see Raphael around somebody, that means that your soul needs severe healing. So I tell you, you are in a state of trauma. You're not imagining it, and don't let anybody downplay it. But I also know when an archangel comes in, that's to promote powerful change. And Raphael is nodding as I see him over here, and he's nodding his head, and he says that, yes, move forward, you have angelic blessing. I think the other psychic may have also, and I don't want to criticize or downgrade anybody's work, But the other psychic may have not seen your connection with the angels. And sometimes they miss, all psychics miss something. Even I miss stuff. So I'm not criticizing your psychic friend. But I'm just saying sometimes until the further help comes, like he may not felt the angel present, thought, I'll tell her not to go because it could be dangerous. But I'm telling you, the angel is present now. You have Archangel Raphael. So he's going to strengthen you and move you on. Don't stay there. It's too toxic. I hope that helps. In terms of transition period, I think the sooner the better. And I really feel that by the end of March, you'll be in a new job. I want you to focus on something that is more, how do I say this, has more communication skills, because one of your life themes is communicator. I feel you're being blocked there. And once you get that flow of communication, you'll be really successful. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. Up there's Jana and family, 7,500 W's. Thank you, Jana. My mom passed last year, and I was wondering if she would like to say anything for me. Jana, let me see if I can get her in. I can't guarantee. I can't just always conjure anybody. I wish I could, but let me just see if anybody can help us there. I like to be honest. As a meme, sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. Leslie, are you back there? Okay. Jana, I'm sorry. I got to be honest. Leslie's not able to build the link. I may have to come back to that. I'm sorry. I'm just not getting her right now, and I apologize for that, okay? But let me see if she comes through. Sometimes later in the show, she might come through. So I'm just going to have to leave that with you, okay? Leslie Flynn is asking me to tell you, though, that he is going to help you with your connection with her. So we're going to revisit that. I'm so sorry. Blessings. All right. There's Karen Bryant, $10 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hello, Psychic Bob. I've been working on a screenplay that I dreamt about for a while, and it's very special and unique and unlike anything that anybody's ever done. What does Spirit think? Thanks. And just step into that. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Leslie Flint is coming in here for you. He said it's good because he said the spirit world has been speaking through you through the dreams. So this is a channeled work. Of course, you have to know how to market it. So you want to work with somebody who's going to help it get out to the right people. I wouldn't just send it out on your own. You want to meet with a consultant to have them review it and then get it prepped, because people in Hollywood, they have kind of a coded structure how they do stuff. Now you have to be very careful. You don't like give this away to somebody who could steal it. Leslie said it's a good script, but he said it will need a little refinement. So I'd like you to get with somebody who's a professional writer to kind of help you with that, because I think it needs a little refinement, and you need somebody who knows how to prepare it to be marketed to people in Hollywood. Okay. That's what you got to do. So don't just send it to Universal Studios and think it's going to get picked up, because some people do that and then their scripts get stolen. They have no proof. So you need to do this with a professional, like a script agent. They have people like agents for that. And then you can get things going in the right direction. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. There's Deborah Allens, $10 Canadian. Thank you, Deborah. Good to see you again. Hi, Bob. Any message from my medical guide? Thank you and blessings. Hold on, Deborah. Let me step in here. Deborah, I don't know if you've got Edgar Casey working with you as your medical guide, but he's the one who wants to talk about this. So he's going to be your medical guide for today. Yeah. Edgar Casey's asking me to talk to you about, you got a few different things going on here. One is your body's nervous system's out of sorts. There seems to be some weird, and I don't say that in negative, just different sort of neurological transmissions going on. Your spinal column is kind of in hyperdrive, and this looks like it may affect your body, like sending out pain signals where there's nothing wrong. It's a little bit like fibromyalgia. And he just shook his head. He said, tell her to start with fibromyalgia. So I think your condition, if it's not that, it's very similar, mimics that. Because you're going to start, I think you're already getting like weird pains in your legs and your hands. And just like in the middle of the night, you wake up and you're like hands swelling. And you're like, oh, why? It's connected to the body's nervous system. Now, I also think as a psychic that you're opening your psychic gifts. And a lot of times when we open our psychic gifts, our body goes through a weird transition because it does ramp up the nervous system. But if you have some challenges already like fibromyalgia, it can, I hate to say it, kick that sort of stuff in. And working with a healer, like a spiritual healer, will help balance that. But also, I always tell people, work with your doctors too, like traditional medical doctors, because God made doctors too. I don't feel this is like a long-term thing. I feel like it's like your body has these periodic flare-ups. So it's not going to be like every day for the rest of your life you're experiencing these imbalances. But I think right now, because you are doing a lot of psychic growth, it's triggering some of it. And the answer is not to quit psychic stuff, but it's the answer is to try to find a healer that can kind of reduce the pain, reduce the balance, increase the balance, I should say, between the body, the mind, the spirit. Okay. I'm particularly getting issues like at night with the sleep cycle and with the stomach area, and maybe even some issues in the legs. So I hope that helps a little bit. But that's what I see going on. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. There's Melanie. Melinda, is that Melinda? Hold on, I just lost it. Oops, it was on my chat. There it is, Melinda Tornay. Oh my God, Melinda, did you put in the right amount? $50 donation. God bless you, darling. That's very, very kind of you. Listen, Melinda, I got to tell you, excuse me, right now where I'm walking in your light here, I've got Doris coming in here for you. And she said you've got a plethora. That's her words, a plethora. Isn't that an interesting word? A plethora of spirit people around you. I'm getting a man that's coming in here. This feels like it's a boyfriend or a husband. I don't know if you have a husband, spouse that has crossed the spirit, but this feels like somebody that you were in love with. And I just hear this man. It's funny because he's trying to sing a country song to me. And I don't think he was into country, but he's doing it to get my attention. But he's singing a Garth Brooks song, and I can hear it, called The Dance. And he said, I wouldn't have missed the dance for the world. So he's singing this. Look this song up by Garth Brooks. This may have a meaning for you, but this is what's coming over. I hear him saying, I'm fine, and I still love you, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world. So he's here for you. So the song is Garth Brooks. That's the singer. The song's called The Dance. It's what he's singing to me, okay? He just threw a rose over to you. I'm also hearing another voice back here. This is an angel. This is Archangel Uriel coming in. And Uriel said that he's bringing new financial blessing to you, that you're breaking out of the holding pattern. He's talking about the months of April, May, and June. This is kind of the new growth opportunity. More money's coming in. I keep being shown papers here that look like they're legal papers connected to a house or a property. This may be an issue around refinancing during that time or even a new purchase. But there's mortgages and finance in April, May, and June as well. And they're saying go with that because it will bless you and give you more money. So anyway, I hope that makes some sense to you. Also, Melinda, I got to tell you, I'm also getting here around you some emerald green light, which means some healing. And I want you to be very careful with your lower back now. I'm just picking up something that feels imbalanced, like you're straining it. I don't know if the way you're sitting, it's like you're leaning to pick up something. I'm seeing flashes of light, which mean be careful, like pinched nerve or strained ligaments. It feels a little intense. The green light is to stave off that extremism and to bring healing to that. So be ready for that as well, okay? Darling, thank you for being here. I hope that gives you some help. Thank you for your kind support for the channel. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, let's see here. There is Casar Suarez, $5 donation. Thank you, Casar Suarez. My name is Ruth. Hello, Ruth. I love that name. Casar Suarez. It sounds very exotic. Any messages for me? Thank you. Thank you, Ruth, for being here. You know, Ruth, right now when I'm walking into your light, I've got Doris Stokes coming in here. Doris says to tell you that you're a medium. She says, let Ruth know she's connected to the spirit world. Doris is going to be helping you to actually hear spirit voices here. You have around you also, it looks like it's a relative. I want to place this on your mother's side, the family. I'm getting a grandmother and a great-grandmother on that side that come in here. And they're talking about healing for you as well. So they're sending some healing. Hold on, I just lost vision in my eye. Okay, it's back. Sorry, something happened to my eye. Don't worry, Ruth. It's not your family doing that. It's just spiritual stuff going on here. But they're coming in to bring healing to you. So, but that's emotional or physical. I'm not sure. I think it's some physical and emotional healing. Because they keep saying, they said this year she gets closer to us. So I feel like this is about opening your connection with spirit now. So the grandmother and great-grandmother on your mother's side are around you, okay? And Doris Stokes is also going to be working with you. So you've got a lot of help. All right, if you don't know Doris, I want you to research her. She was a medium during the 1970s and 80s. And she's corrected me. She said, I'm still a medium. So sorry, Doris. She's opening your hearing for spirit. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Hey, Karen Bryant, $5 donation. Thank you. Hey, Psychic Bob, what kind of job should I get to afford my own place in Los Angeles? Well, you know, Karen, I feel in the short term, you're going to continue in the work of security. I think you have good background. I think you'll get good references. And I would start with that. But I'd make this more corporate security rather than the security you've been doing. And I think, you know what I mean? This is more like working for a private corporation and a large kind of like a, you know, corporate building structure. And that's what I see. Now, as I told you, the spirit people are taking you to LA to really break into your stand-up comedy. I'm telling you, Karen, as a psychic, I stand here, I'm telling you, you can do it. You'll make it. And I see that leading on to other opportunities. But the stand-up comedy, local theater, all of that opens in LA. But the day job is going to be a security job. All right. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, there's Glittery Rainbow, $5 donation. Thank you, Glittery Rainbow. Good to see you. Thank you, Bob. I think, because I can't read it here. Hold on. I'm having trouble with one of my eyes. Thank you, Bob. I think I'm being called to some traveling. Will the paperwork and stuff work out fine? What does Spirit have to say on it, please? Glittery, I'm just going to say I don't think it's time for you to travel. I think it's time for you to get settled. Traveling will distract you and take you away from what you got to do. Now, if you can follow through, as I said, the next week to 2 weeks, everything gets settled, then you can do a trip. But for right now, I'd say no. Okay, you got to be focused on where you are. Blessings to you. All right, there is Jamie, $4.99. Thank you, Jamie. Good to see you again. Hi, Bob. When will I move into my apartment? Thank you. April. It's going to be April. Now, if you want to go in March, I just see there's been some delays. If you can postpone it till April, it'll be better for you. Okay, I hope that helps a little bit. What they're showing me is that there's some, like, if you try to go this month and to do it, you might get something, but then they jerk you around and say like, oh, we're sorry, the one we showed you isn't available. We'll put you another one, and you get another part, wouldn't be as nice. Be very careful. I think March is dicey for you, but in April, it's like it's a clearer path for you. Okay, so that's the timing I see around it. I hope it helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. There's Rosa. Hello, Rosa. Divine Grace. Good to see you again. 199. Thank you. Any messages? Love, blessings. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Listen, Rosa, I got to tell you, it's very interesting. When I'm walking in your light, I'm getting Michael, Archangel Michael, around you. He's here, and there's also an interesting saint. And I don't know if you know the saint. Maybe you do. Saint Pancreas. And I want you to look him up. Saint Pancreas, I believe he was a martyr. And he says, I was a martyr, but now I live in the light. So he's here for you and Archangel Michael. And they come in as guardians. St. Pancreas and Michael said that they're helping you through a rough patch now. They're saying that as you get to the end of March, you are free. I don't understand that. Maybe there's something binding you. You feel like you need to shift something. But they're saying the end of March, you are free. That's their literal words to you. And they're standing as guardians and guides. So St. Pancreas is helping you and Archangel Michael. Isn't that neat? I don't think I've ever received a message from St. Pancreas, but there he is. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, hold on. So I'm having some chat issues here. There's Jamie 199. Any other messages from Spirit? Thank you, Bob. Well, thank you, Jamie. Listen, Jamie, I also have to tell you, Doris is standing back here, and she's doing this. She's taking her arms, and she's wrapping. And I'm like, does that mean she's cold? I didn't understand what she did. And she said, no. She says, I'm telling Jamie to love herself. You're being called to embrace yourself. So maybe you literally want to give yourself a hug and tell yourself you love yourself. See, you come out of a time, which Doris is telling me, where you've been feeling a little isolated, maybe a little overwhelmed. And the spirit world comes in to tell you, Doris is particularly here going to help you to learn to love yourself and accept yourself. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. You are worthy of love and you are a good person in your soul. I think you've been crossing through a period where people have somehow been sitting in judgment of you. Doris is shaking her head. She said, let that go. And she said, love yourself. So you're getting help. Doris wants to be a special healing guide to you. So I want you to call on her. Doris Stokes is her name. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. There is my buddy, the North Star, €5. Thank you very much. Group message, if time permits. Thank you. All right, North Star, let's see. We're running late today. I have to go to a reading, so I'm going to have to get through this quickly. But let me just see what we got here. Hold on. Who's going to talk tonight? Anybody back there? Leslie? Hold on. Leslie Flint wants to come in. Thank you, Leslie. That's nice. All right, this next message is for everybody here. If you're hearing my voice, this message is for you. If you didn't get a message tonight, to take this for your message. And this has been sponsored by the North Star. Thank you, North Star. All right, Mr. Flynn, thank you. Oh, excuse me, Leslie. He doesn't like it when I call him Mr. Thank you, Leslie. I'm sorry. It's just my culture. We always were taught to say that. I know. Thank you. All right. Leslie's asking me to tell everybody here. He said, so many people, he said, get overwhelmed by this earth life. And he said, don't take it all so seriously. He said, the earth is your school. It's a classroom. And he said, sometimes you will pass the test and sometimes you will fail the test. But he said, what is important is that you understand that you're in school and that when you fail and feel you have failed, nobody in our world judges you. We come to do remedial courses. We will teach you that which you've missed, help you remember it next time around, and you will move forward. He said, the secret to life for many of you now who are struggling is to understand that these are lessons. He said, some of you here tonight feel as if heaven has abandoned you or as if the spirit world is your enemy. He said, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is we want you to learn and grow. He says, we do sometimes allow some suffering into your lives in order for you to awaken, to ask the deeper questions. And if you are in a place now of pain, emotional suffering, sorrow, anxiety, he said, this is your chance to call upon us. Call upon the spirit world, and your journey and your lessons will begin again, and you will move forward. All right. And Leslie said, all of you can call on him. He'll come to you this week. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you, North Star. All right. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I can't see my chat here. I'm having problems here. Jenny Perez, $10 donation. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Bob. I have a copycat that keeps copying my content. Am I imagining, or does Spirit have a message on how to handle this situation? Listen, Jenny, I do feel this is happening. There's a lot of thievery now in this world. And I think the truth is that what you must do is, first of all, legally copyright register. Put a copyright symbol on, like use a C in the United States. If you put a C on it and a date in your name, it legally protects it. And you can argue that in a court of law. I might advise you also to change up your game. Do something so radically different that they're not expecting. Because I feel like maybe you've fallen into a pattern where they're figuring out your pattern. Break your pattern. So let's say you design, just make an example, artwork, and you always design geometric patterns. Well, skip the geometry and go to realism for at least a few weeks. If you're doing realism, switch to abstract. What I'm saying is I want you to radically change, because then if they try, one, I don't think they'll be able to copy, because I don't think they have that much talent to be able to switch as easily between different styles. And if they do copy you, let's say I'm wrong and they still copy you, then you've got a clear pattern date-wise. That's what I would do. Okay? And you've got copyright symbols on everything, and you'll be able to prove it. And you can, if you want, take them to court. It's a little challenging. It has to be really clear, though, but that will help break that cycle. All right. And I want you to also call on Archangel Michael. He's a powerful protector. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm having some chat problems. I don't know what's going on here. Sandra D, 499 says, I met my cat, got the paperwork for the cat, and flight booked. LOL. I do have a cat stroller and 2 carry-ons. And, oh, you meant a cat, not a car. I got it. Oh, my gosh. I must have misread it. My eyes are having some problems tonight. I had somebody injure one of my eyes. Sorry about that. Well, you know what? I think you're going to be fine. By the way, with the cat stroller, did you check with the airline? Because they have specifications. I don't see any problems. I think you're going to be just fine. Okay, so go ahead and go for it. And if you got a car also to drive, that's great as well. Just be glad you're not going to England. You know, when I went to England, Cola had to save me so many times. I kept forgetting, because it's been so many years since I'd lived in England, and I kept looking the wrong way. So I just resolved that I don't think my mind at this age can get the difference. So I just look both ways, whether in America or in England. That way it'll mess up. Have a fun trip. Blessings to you. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. I think it's going to be great. All right. There's Jesper Clausen, 35 Danish Corona. What is Dee intending to ask to see my business? Jesper, be very careful right now. I think that because your star is rising, there are people who want to get into your business. They're trying to judge you, to size you up, to try to topple you. I don't like Dee's intent, and I wouldn't share any details. Just a warning to you. And Leslie Flint's back here. He says, here, here. So that's his or meaning yes. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. There's Maria. Maria Christopoulos. Hey, Maria. Good to see you again. Maria and I met up in Europe. She was in Ireland while I was in England. We ended up talking to each other. And she called me. She said, guess where I'm in Ireland? I said, I'm in England. She was just across the North Sea from me. Good to see you. Hope you had a good time in Ireland. Thank you for your support. Bob, I passed my Virginia insurance licensing today. How will work and career work out for me? Any details will help me, please. Listen, Maria, you're at the right place at the right time. I want you to right now think about somebody that you're going to partner with. I see a male that's going to help expand your connection in the business. I feel like he may have been a mentor. Maybe you met him during your licensing review or testing. But I see another person who's already involved in insurance who I see being a mentor to you. And I feel like in terms of this picking up, literally, I think from, March, April, May, June, I'm going through the summer. I think the spring and the summer, you really start to build clientele. And by the autumn, by September, October, it's like you're really got stable stream of income coming in from that. So it's a timing thing. It's going to take a few months, but don't do it all on your own. Think in terms of partnership. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Yay. There's Scott from South Carolina, 1999. All right. Are we going to party like it's 1999? Thank you, Scott. Hi, Bob. The outside auditors are reviewing our company financial statements this week. How will it go? Let me look, Scott. Hold on just a second. Fletcher's just showing me something here. Hold on. Your company's going to get a really good mark on that. I don't see any problems. If there are any, it's not in your department or your area. But I'm just not picking up anything significant. I feel like it all gets boxed up, literally. And I know how auditors work. I've been through that. No, it's going to be fine. I don't see any blocks or any problems coming, and nobody's coming down your way and trying to rope you into drama or make you jump through hurdles. No, I think this is going to be pretty standard. All right. So one of the things I would say to you is if you have to be more directly involved in that process, try to anticipate what they want ahead of time and just have the boxes ready. Because I know when corporations go through audits, they go sometimes office to office and they have specific files. Try to visit other offices to see what they've prepared, and then that might give you a little extra heads up. I just don't see any problems coming your way or for the company as a whole. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, there's Karen Bryan, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hi, PsychicBob. Can Stardust C have a message from Spirit and thank you? Hold on just a second, Karen. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Yes, Leslie Flint stepping in here. Yes, Stardust, Leslie Flint is back here. And he says to tell you, he said, when I was a young man, he said, I thought I could be spiritual. He said, but I didn't understand the work that it involved. And he says that he wants to help you, but he said, you must put in the time. Leslie's asking you to devote a half an hour every single day, 7 days a week. You don't get a break from this for your spiritual development. All right. So you need to invest a half an hour every day. Ask Leslie to help you. He's going to help you have a stronger connection with your guide, Oberon, as well. Okay. But they're saying for you to grow, it's going to take more effort. So a half an hour of meditation, of doing maybe rituals with the Fae, half hour of, exploring spiritualism, maybe reading. It can't just be reading. It needs to be actively doing something like doing a meditation, doing a ritual, preparing something for your spirit people. That's what they're talking about. So as you do that, you grow in your connection. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you, Karen. That was brought to you by Karen Bryan. Thank you so very, very much. All right. Oops, hold on a second, guys. I got some problems. Something's wrong with my chat here. All right. All right. I'm going to do one more message. I think we're at the end. I have to be at a reading here. I'm already late. TGVG, €2. Thank you very much. A green filter. Thank you for the connections. This is interesting. Cecil said, definitely try that. Definitely try that. This might sound weird. Do you have can you layer filters? I don't understand this, but he keeps showing me also a purple filter and a green. I don't understand that, but maybe that makes sense to you. So look at green, look at purple. He's smiling. I think that's the combination. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Listen, guys, I have to wrap it up. Psychic Bob is working. I have private readings tonight, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I want to say thank you for being here. I love you guys. You rock. Listen, if you want to get in on psychic development class, go register tonight at my website, PsychicBob.com. It's $30. Tomorrow we're teaching a class, a private class from 12 p.m. Eastern till 2 p.m., 2-hour class on how to access and channel spirit imagery. You guys are best. I hope you'll join us for that class. We'll see you back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday. What's tomorrow? Saturday. All my days are. Tomorrow is crystal readings. We're going to have some mystical crystal ball readings. And I might have a new crystal to show you. We'll see. Be here tomorrow, Saturday night. I love you guys. Listen, thank you for the support. You guys rock. We'll see you then. And may all of you always blessed be.